To the Steep Dreams podcast featuring the Mad Hatters. New hats today. We're your hosts, Jeff, and that's Lauren.
Hey guys. Special shout out to San Jose Rock and Roll Runners today. San Jose's own race. Good job out there, everybody, today. I actually walked the race with one of my old buddies, Chester. So congrats, Chester.
Congrats, Chester. It was hot today.
Yeah, but the thing about a half marathon is you're off before the heat of the day, even when you're me.
Oh, that's right. It's early, huh? All right. And we'd like to welcome our special guest today, trail legend. I'm going to remove my hat now. From the Quicksilver Running Club, Laura Braun. Welcome. Step right into the studio here.
To be here.
My hair from the hat. Okay.
I've got my hat.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Long time listener, first time.
Awesome.
First time guest.
Awesome. I love that.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. Did I say it was episode 1? Oh, season 1, episode 9.
I think you did, because I would have corrected you.
All right. Here we are. Anyway, so let's get into what we're talking about today, and that's basically Laura. Tell us about the Quicksilver Challenge coming up.
Yes, I'm super excited. So we have the Quicksilver Trail Challenge. It's a 10K half marathon race on October 25th.
And the kids race.
And then we have a 1 mile kids race. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. But it's deep in my heart because it was the first trail race I ever did.
Awesome.
Oh, I have a story about this too.
It was the first time I ever got stitches. But anyway, it was the first race I ever did. When COVID hit, the race kind of got shut down. No one seemed to want to kind of pick it back up. And I was like, we need to bring it back. We need a local 10K half marathon. It's a good gateway drug to the ultras. So brought it back. It's been awesome. I have just as much fun RDing as I did running it. So
When I first moved up to San Jose, I reached out, I think on a Facebook group, and you were one of the ones who responded and said, hey, come and run at Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And join the Quicksilver Club. Anyway, I showed up at Quicksilver the day of the trail challenge. I hadn't signed up, but I knew the trail was marked so I wouldn't get lost. And so I left like 30 minutes before the race started, and I was out there running. And then David Roche came by, I didn't know who he was. Megan Roche came by, I didn't know who she was.
Back in there, when they were in the Bay Area, huh?
Yeah. Before they were married. It was
2014?
15?
2014 was the first year I ran the race.
14 or 15, yeah.
It was not my first trail race, but I think it was my second, the Quicksilver Trail Challenge. I think it was my second trail race. So we all got some Quicksilver Trail Challenge roots.
Yeah. Anyway,
So this year we're excited. We got everyone gets a finisher medal. So we got the medals. This is last year's hat. Picnic blanket this year.
Oh, those are really cool.
It's a really nice kind of a.
These are great.
Back.
These are great. I've actually paid for one of these.
And I've got one of these from work. It's got a work logo on it, but.
So if you're cold,
I've experience with these, and they also work at the beach.
They do.
I was just going to say, when you're sitting on the grass or the sand, they're perfect.
The sand won't stick to the backside.
Dirt, water, moisture, anything. Yep. It's super good.
If nothing else, come run and
that is worth the challenge.
Swag.
Yes.
We take 100 runners between
and that's
both
all
races.
Okay.
Yeah, between the 10K and the half marathon. We're currently standing at 51. So, and we get our biggest signups last week or two. So, don't wait.
People put this one off.
You might miss out.
Do you have all the volunteers you need?
We still need slots for volunteers.
Okay.
So if you're like, well, I'm not ready to run it, come out, volunteer, cheer on the runners. We have a lot of kids that run the 10K course, and in fact tend to beat most of the adults.
Yes,
so usually the top 10 are kids. But this year, I coach the kids as well, the Quicksilver kids. One of my former students or athletes has been setting the course record since he was 9 years old.
Wow.
And he ran it last year at 17.
Are you going to say names?
Colin Joubert.
Oh, okay.
So last year he ran it and set the final course record for him at 44:39.
Wow.
For a 10K course with...
What's the elevation?
That starts up going Girl Norton, right?
1470 in elevation.
Wow.
Wow, that's impressive.
But he is off at college. So
Oh.
the field is open this year.
Nice.
Excellent, excellent,
field is
exciting,
open.
exciting.
Old guys, come out. This might be
That's
the only
right.
chance you get. Seriously.
This is it. Now his dad is running the race, so we'll see. We'll see. And then the half marathon course record is 1:35, set by Kai Wiggins. And
Wow, that's
for the
stout.
men, and Sylvie Abel set it at 1:46 for the.
I think when I ran it, it was like a 2:13. That's out of
Yeah,
my
these
range.
people are ridiculously
That's spicy.
fast.
That's spicy.
So-
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know if Sylvie's going to run this year?
No, she's doing Javelina.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, it's the same weekend.
Okay.
But
Oh, it is the same weekend.
it's the same
Interesting.
weekend, yeah. So it's a very challenging course. It will be super well marked. Like I said, we have a lot of kids run it, so we make sure the course is very well marked. It's an excellent introduction to trail running.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
Because
so
you'll get the
challenging,
verticals. It's very challenging.
but based on our experience, it's good for
it's
beginners
very
too.
doable. And yeah, you can
Yeah.
hike. Hiking is fine. For,
How many aid stations are there for the half marathon?
So in the you'll hit an aid station once in the 10K, and then for the half marathon, that you'll hit one 3 times.
Okay.
So
Nice.
2 aid stations, but one of them you come back to.
So generally, you can run on a bottle and some snacks.
You could, yes,
Yeah,
very
nice.
easily,
Super
and it'll
nice.
be nice and cool, hopefully.
Well, let's dig into a little bit about you. Like, how did you fall in love with trails?
Actually, it was my son.
Okay.
So I grew up in Kansas, high school cross country,
Pretty flat.
very literally flat.
Cornfields.
Literally.
I would say.
Our races were on golf courses. Those were our hills.
Mm.
We had to go train on a pine derby to do hill repeats, some sort of pine wood derby.
Okay.
Hill.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our hill. And it was, country roads, flat roads. So yeah, as soon as high school was over, I'm like, I'm out, done running. But my son, when he was 11, was like, I want to run. I want to find a running club. I want to do some sort of running. I'm like, gosh, I don't know if they make them for kids. Let me look. So searched, found Quicksilver Running Club.
Oh wait, when did you move here?
I moved here in 96.
Okay.
Okay, so you've been here for a little bit.
But I wasn't into running.
Neither
Did
was
all sort of fitness stuff. I was a group exercise instructor and all that. So, but just not running.
I. Okay.
I was like, okay. So I took him, and it was at the middle school where my daughter went, is where they met. And my husband's like, you should go, just in case we don't know who these people are. I even emailed the coach. I'm like, how far do you make the kids run? Because I looked at the ultra marathon page. I'm like, who are these people? I'd never even heard of an ultra marathon. He's like, oh, no more than 6 miles. I'm like, okay. So I show up, and he goes, are you coming with us? And I'm like,
Hadn't planned on it.
he's like, oh, we run over at Quicksilver. I'm like, I'm sorry, you do what? He goes, we run up at Quicksilver. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm coming with. Agonizing, absolutely agonizing. But I got up Mine Hill, started on New Almaden, and I fell in love. I was like, this is phenomenal. I'm in absolute pain, but I love it.
Was this a group run or
It was
a practice?
It was a youth practice.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And we got back, and I asked Coach Mark, I'm like, oh my gosh, please tell me that was more than a mile. He's like, that was 4. I'm like, okay. All right, I feel pretty good. So yeah. So that was my intro. And yeah, I just kind of kept going with kids.
And now you're the coach.
Now I'm the coach.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark
how did you
complimented that
get from point A to point B there?
Probably about 6 months later, Mark was like, hey, I got to go on vacation for the summer.
Can you watch
run
the
the
kids?
group?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 12 years later, I'm still doing
Oh
it.
my gosh.
So,
Has it been that long?
It's been 12 years.
Wow.
I would not have guessed that.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm retiring at the end of this year. But yes,
Oh,
it's been,
who's taking over?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, call to action.
Call to action.
It is
Call to action.
It is very much a call to action, because right now, as it stands, it will actually end at the end of the year if we can't find
okay,
a couple.
okay.
I have
All right.
one gentleman that's been kind of helping out, but he doesn't want to take over the whole thing.
that's not Jeffy, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He ditched me a long time ago.
Yeah. Eisenman, get back in the program.
But no, it's a great, and I loved coaching I do love coaching the kids. It's fun to watch them fall in love with running, because that's kind of my goal. Like, we're not out there to compete. We're just out there to introduce them to trails and trail running, and
Excellent.
and hopefully something that they would come back to later in life, be like, hey, I kind of enjoy. And I've seen that with my son's friends. Like, a lot of them have restarted running after taking a break for college or whatever. They
Oh, nice.
come back to it.
Yeah.
As
All the
so-
sports I was doing growing up, like running was the punishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you're late for practice. Go run. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. So my son would always screw up because he loved running.
What do you think? That's funny. Good guy. Good way to go, Tom. What do you think is more stressful? Running a race or running a youth cross-country program? And by running a race, I mean like you're presenting the race.
Being the RD.
Probably the youth cross country program, because every week, Coach Laura, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? Can we play infection tag? Every day.
I don't know what that is, but wow.
So yeah, just coming up with what to do every day and keeping them engaged. Whereas the RD, it's a once a year,
Okay.
and then it's done. But it's got its own challenge.
Okay. All right. So that race is a little different. I help Laura with some of the RD responsibilities for the fall race, but it's mostly just I apply for the permit and I deal with the parks.
What are the biggest headaches and challenges that you have to overcome for this kind of event?
Just the last minute signups. It's always nerve wracking. Are we going to get enough people? And then the volunteers as well. Are we going to get enough volunteers? Somehow every year that always works out. But there's always something that falls through the cracks, so I rely hugely on Lauren, and a huge shout out to Stuart Taylor, because he's amazing coming up with all the aid station stuff, and he's super organized. So I just kind of tell everybody what to do, and they just seem to do it.
Not a bad idea.
And it seems to work out pretty well.
Nice.
Haven't had anyone get lost yet.
It's hard to get lost.
But yeah, the swag's been pretty easy to get now that I've got that figured out.
This is pretty nice swag.
We're kind of upped
the
it
blanket's
this year.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Blanket's
kind of
pretty
upped it
cool.
a little bit this year. But,
We do kind of pride ourselves on like practical swag, which is funny because sometimes people are like, I want a medal and a shirt. Anything else is fine, but I better get a medal and I better get a shirt.
So you will get a medal. Definitely get a medal.
Yeah.
Even the kids' fun run, they get a medal.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get a shirt like, oh, this one's too small or it's too big, and
I'll never wear it because it's beige.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. So this is perfect. Excellent.
So,
Anyway, let's see. Let's go beyond the trails. What do you think? Are we there?
I'm into it.
Okay.
I'm into it.
What happens?
Laura, I know you have a very interesting hobby. Tell us about it.
well, it's not my hobby; it's my husband's hobby.
I think you got sucked into
But I
it,
got
though,
very
Laura.
sucked into it. But my ultra running lifestyle has helped me meet the challenge. So my husband flies sailplanes for fun.
Like
And
gliders.
if you don't know what, if you don't know what a sailplane is, it's an airplane with no motor.
Okay.
Or at least when they're up flying. Some of them have engines that they launch with, and then
I was gonna say, how does it get up in the air?
yeah,
They're
so it's like
towed,
they
right?
can be towed up
Okay.
by another power plane, or they can have an engine that comes out. They get themselves up, and then the engine retracts back down.
Okay.
And he will fly 1,000 kilometers in one flight in a day.
Wow.
Is that a round trip or is that point to point?
Usually round trip.
Okay.
That's always that.
I was
a
gonna
lot
say,
of-
'cause
a
you have
lot
to
of
go
times
get
that's
him.
The goal. Yes. Otherwise, I am the crew. So I have a trailer that I pull behind whatever vehicle we've got out there, either the RV or the car, and go if I need to. We go get the plane, put it back in the trailer. But during the summer months, we spend our summers in middle of nowhere, Nevada, and I help.
Like how big is the wingspan?
His is 21 meter wingspan, each wing.
Oh, so you have to like take the wings off and
Yes.
pack
Oh,
it to-
wow.
Oh, that's a chore.
So
Okay.
I get my strength training in
Mhm,
because the
okay,
wings are not
okay.
light, the plane is not light, the gear is not light. So yeah.
Very
So
interesting.
and I have to be out in the heat. And
Mm.
Is there
these
something
guys
about the
get lunch?
heat, like that makes the air?
It's just some
Gives
yeah
you
the
more
thermals.
lift
There's
or
usually
whatever?
more thermals in the summer.
Okay.
So yeah.
And you don't do this in the winter, or does?
We actually just got back. He flew this weekend down to Paso Robles.
But
I
does-
drove down there.
If it's snowing or raining, it's not. You
No,
don't.
there's no
okay.
thermal, yeah.
Okay.
And like you're not going to find a lot. There is some soaring in Kansas in various parts of the country, but nothing like out here in the
Wow.
call it
How
Great
big is
Basin.
that kind of Great Basin? Yes, Nevada.
Yeah.
Up by Baker. So how big is this community?
It's probably kind of similar to ultra running. So you kind
Okay.
of get to know everybody, right?
I see.
Like it's
Okay.
a small group,
Yeah.
but yet I know guys from Vegas, I know guys from Bend, Oregon, I know
Yeah, it makes
guys
sense.
from Mendon and everything.
It's like ultra runners from wherever come together to do a race, and
Exactly.
like, oh, I know that person from a race before.
Yeah.
And these places you go to fly out of, like they're kind of hot spots for this type
They
of
are,
activity.
yeah, yep.
Like
Yep.
okay.
So Mendon, Nevada is what they call world class soaring. Ely, Nevada, same thing. Everyone from all over the world comes there to fly. Tonopah, Nevada, which is known for the Clown Hotel, and there is nothing else in that town except a couple casinos.
Clown
But
Hotel.
yeah, so just being out in the heat, kind of just, standing there in the heat and just kind of suffering.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, why
So it's
do
like
you
your
do-
native
why do you do
language.
this? Yeah, why do you do this? I'm like, that's kind of what I'm used to, suffering. It's type 2 fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So yeah, that's my second job.
So this is a Lauren question. Do you like cats?
I
And
love cats.
how much?
I adore cats. I have actually somehow designed my backyard that my neighbors' cats all come and hang out in my backyard. See, we can't have cats. It doesn't work, unfortunately, with our lifestyle. But yes, so we've attracted our neighbors' cats, and we've had several that spend 24/7 in our backyard.
Well, you know,
That's a good way
our
to do
last guest, John Burton, moonlights as a cat sitter. So if that opens any doors for you,
Okay.
just keep that in
My daughter
mind.
cat sits. Yeah, so we've kind of kidnapped our neighbors' cats, and
So
Yep.
so gliding, I'll call it.
sure.
That's kind of like Darren's thing. That's kind of become a hobby for you too as you go with him, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a thing like that, or is it trail running?
I'm kind of all over the map.
Okay.
I'm pretty easy to. So, I was just telling my daughter the other day. I don't want to just get to 100. I want to live to 100. So I'll do all sorts of workouts like
That's a good way to put
yoga,
it.
and I like to do strength training, and I like to do the running. I do some running.
And you've done some coaching in that world
Yes,
too, or at least
yeah.
training,
I used to be a
right?
group exercise instructor
Okay,
and a personal
right.
trainer.
Yeah, that
so,
rang a bell. Yeah.
Yep. So I just retired from personal training last year, so I could become a glider crew person.
Okay.
Full time for the summer.
Nice.
I do some knitting. I just took up watercolor pencils, stuff that I can
Oh.
do when I'm on the road
Keep
and
you active, yeah.
keep me occupied. Duolingo for Spanish.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Español.
un poco.
Un poquito.
So they don't give you a hard time using the water for your paints in the desert?
No.
You don't.
no, I bring
So
my own-
the
I bring
water
my own-
rationing isn't that
exactly.
intense. Okay.
Can't do showers, but I can.
But you can paint. You can do watercolors.
When I
Okay.
find the cats at the airports.
Oh,
So some of the airports have cats. So yeah,
Interesting.
hanger cats.
Hanger
I've
cats,
heard.
yeah.
I've heard that's a thing.
I'll hang out with the cats while the guys are flying.
Okay.
So yeah.
Let's go back to the trails. What's your most ridiculous trail moment? Do you have any fun stories of
You
life
told
on the
me
trails?
you got to stitch it. Like
Yeah.
you've had some big crashes, I guess.
What-
I've had some, so the first time I ran the 10K, I fell, and apparently, it didn't hurt, but I apparently split open the skin here, and had to get stitches for the first time in my life.
Is
To
that
the point that
quicksilver?
I tried going to the urgent care, and they're like, yeah, no. I saw Emily first.
Uh-huh.
She looked at it, she's like, yeah, no, you need to get that stitched. So then I go to urgent care. Yeah, no, you need to go to the ER.
The
I'm
real-
seeing- I'm
you-
seeing
you have to go-
muscle, and I'm like, seriously? So got that done. I had another time I was running with the kids, tripped, and my physical therapist laughed. I said, usually when I fall, and she's like, usually? I'm a trail runner, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I slid, but this hand stopped on a rock,
Jammed.
went behind me,
Oh man.
and it bent my hand back so far it actually tore the skin down here.
Yikes.
Now,
kinda
somehow
sorry I
I
asked
didn't
this
break
question.
anything.
These aren't funny.
No, what's crazy is I didn't break anything.
Yeah, that's good.
I got bone bruises.
So you hear that? But, don't
Yeah.
let Laura scare
Don't let me
you
scare
guys.
you.
It's not dangerous.
Only broken skin.
But I had one last year, Stevens Creek Half Marathon. I was running the race. I've done it the year prior. But they had a slight change to the course, which I hadn't paid attention to, and I didn't really upload in my watch. I took a wrong turn. But the turn I took was familiar.
Right.
And I end up going up this hill, and I'm going up and up and up, and I get to the top, I'm like, oh no, that's the second hill. No, I missed the first hill. I had to turn around, run all the way back down, go back to the first horrible hill that goes all the way up, and then go back
Oh,
up that
she had
hill
taken
again.
a shortcut.
I wanted to drop to the 10K so bad once I realized my mistake, but I was running for the team.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for that.
2.5 miles out of my way, 1,000 feet of extra elevation.
Oh man, that's enough to just ruin me.
It about
That's
broke
enough
me.
to ruin me.
Yeah.
Because it's such
Yeah.
a gut punch, right? When you know you have to what you just did didn't count, and
Right.
now you got to go do something else. Like
And
it's
I'm
just
apologizing. Runners are coming up at me, like Sylvie is
Yeah.
coming back. I'm like, I went the wrong way. You're fine. You're fine. Like I'm running backwards.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way.
Yikes.
Or another one, the 10K, first one I did. Coach Mark had taken us and the kids to do kind of part of it. He's like, yeah, it's pretty much what we just ran, except an extra mile that we didn't do. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I take off running, and I see the woman ahead of me And then next thing I know, I always end up in a gap where there's nobody around me. And I'm running along, and then a little bit later, she passes me. And I'm like, well, that's weird.
Where did she come from?
I never passed her, so I missed a turn.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
I ditched half a mile. That one I ditched half a mile on the course.
I remember running some race, and I was just like watching somebody's hair go back and forth and back and forth, and I was just like, oh, this is like this, and all of a sudden she gets to the top of the hill and she stops, and then she turns around, and like she had taken a wrong turn, so and I just followed her,
no.
and there was a guy behind me.
Yeah.
You're all went the wrong way. It was terrible.
And then
Anyway.
the second year, ran the race again, and Tiffany Travers and I crossed the finish line from opposite directions.
Oh, okay. That happened at Barkley. That happened at Barkley. A Barkley finisher
Came from the wrong direction.
came from the wrong way and got DQ'd.
Yeah.
Like, that was like... Yeah.
Wasn't he always...
See, it could be worse.
It could be.
It
Yeah.
could be worse. Yeah. Could be worse.
So yeah, those are some crazy trail moments.
Cool.
Any favorite snacks, trail food?
I love
What is your thing?
Scratch
Okay.
shoes.
Oh, the shoes.
The orange, specifically orange.
So not like
I
a
just
peanut
tried
butter
grape.
mayonnaise sandwich or nothing weird or exotic,
Weird.
just
No,
scratch
just a
chews.
scratch,
Okay.
And
Very relatable.
I'm sure it's psychosomatic because I don't usually eat one until I've gotten to the top of the hill.
Yeah.
So then I eat a couple, and now I'm going downhill. I'm like, oh, I feel good. Like,
Yeah.
so
It was the
I always
scratch.
assume it's a scratch.
So like a peek behind the scenes, like because I'm kind of a co-arty too. I know that Laura, she gets lots of free stuff. Like, it's not free; it's just left over, right? And it's about to expire. It's going to expire before your next event. So it ends up in your garage, and you can acquire a taste at the right price. So
Interesting.
yeah.
I just bought a package of the Scratch carb drink, so I'm excited
That's
to try
pretty good.
it.
Yeah.
Excited to try it.
Well,
Like,
didn't you get the spearmint goo chews? Was that you
Spearmint.
that gave out the?
Oh, that was at
Yeah,
the,
I
at
think I
the
did have
barbecue.
those.
I got some.
I think I did have
From
those.
you.
Okay, perfect example. I volunteered at a race,
was like gum.
broke down the aid station. They gave me 2 boxes of these things, and I'm like, this is a lifetime supply for me. Like, what am I going to do with all this? So I brought it to the picnic to kind of give away, and people are like, mint chews? And I was like, hey, whatever, price is right.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So we took
That's how I
them,
got 'em.
and I tried one, and it was kind of one of those moments where you're like, ew, and then you're like, oh, kind of like it.
Yeah.
Kind of started, yeah. So the kids loved it.
Mint, it's not offensive, right? It doesn't seem right. You're like, this is not what my body needs right now. But then it's not offensive, right? Like, yeah.
Kind of crave it. So yeah, my scratch chews, and then I also fell in love with their strawberry lemonade bars, or their peanut butter ones.
Okay. That stuff is good.
Those tend to do well, and I like stroopwafels. Yeah.
So,
Sweet and salty.
is
are
there
my-
a thing? I'm sorry, Jeff, but I just thought of this question, and I like it.
Fire away.
I want to know.
Fire
I
away.
want to know, Laura. Is there a thing that if you showed up at the start line and you didn't have this thing, you wouldn't start the race?
Besides my shoes?
So that makes sense. But like, would you run a race
Pay
without
the
a
entry fee.
Garmin, or if you showed up without your favorite water bottle or vest? Like,
If
'cause,
I
you can
forgot
find
my
these things.
vest, I would probably be really.
You wouldn't just borrow a bottle. You would just be.
It's like a hug. My vest is like a hug. Even if I'm doing a 3-mile run, I wear my
Oh
vest.
my God, that's our friend Jill. Our friend Jill. It's not a vest, but like, she'll bring a water bottle to get the mail. Like,
And I always have 2 bottles
it's like
of
a
water.
comfort, like it's a comfort thing. It's like, it's like, hey Jill, we're just kind of doing a 4-mile hike. It's like, yeah, I know.
Got my water.
I got my water.
No, my vest. It's like a hug. Like it actually
All
is
right.
almost like a seatbelt. You get in the car, you have to put your seatbelt on. When I go run, I have to have my vest on. I have a handheld, but I swear I feel like it throws me off.
Yeah.
I used to run exclusively with a handheld, but once I got my vest or my purse, I call it my trail purse.
Nice.
Because I got my snacks.
That sounds about right.
I would call it a satchel.
Yeah. Got my snacks, my first aid kit. A little bit of everything in there. So.
Yeah.
I feel
Sounds
prepared.
good. All right. Well, thanks for coming on
Thank
the
you
show.
so much.
We're
It
glad
was
to have
awesome.
you.
So
we
trail
just-
race, October 25th.
volunteers.
quicksilverrunning.com if you want to sign up for volunteer or race.
And if you
Everything is
show
there.
up the day of, like at the race, when does it start?
The race starts at 9 a.m.
Wow, how civilized.
It is.
It'll be warm.
Well, maybe.
Anyway, but if you showed up at
I say 9.
8:30 or
Could be
8
8.
o'clock or something and said, "Hey, either I want to run, is it yes or no, or I want to volunteer. Is
Well,
it yes or
so
no?
we're limited to 100 runners, because otherwise then I have to order porta potties.
So you might be
I'm not
excluded
ordering
if
porta
if
If you're on the fence, sign up now.
if you're sold out, you can't run.
Correct.
But there's a possibility of running if somebody shows up and you're not sold out.
So we just hit the limit last year, right?
Yes.
Or was it the year before?
No,
it was last
year.
year.
Yep.
That we hit like 90, like literally like 98 runners.
We actually had 104 sign up, but I think 4 people had already told me
Yeah.
they weren't going to make it, so I was able to get 4 runners in day of. But yeah,
So
Sign a waiver to not use a porta potty.
Exactly.
So one of the big things about the big race is getting porta potties like dropped off in the mountains, like that. You know, it's like a non-trivial thing. It's also like a kind of a stressful thing, right? Because if the porta potties don't show up or they forget to put toilet paper in them, it's like, you know, it's our problem, right? So when Laura and I started doing this, I talked to the parks and I asked them. I said, "Do we need porta potties?" And they said, "Well, you know," and I don't know how we came up with the number 100. Like, I mean, it was kind of arbitrary. Like, I was like just on the phone with a ranger, like, "How about 100? Okay, 100." You know, and he's like, "Okay, keep it under 100." And they can use the facilities that are, you know, like on the
Right.
park.
Okay.
So
flush toilets, by the way. So.
flush toilets and running water.
Yeah.
So that has kind of become an unofficial cap for Laura's race for that very reason, right? Like we can't go over 100 at the last minute because we can't get the porta potties at the last minute. So we got to hold it to 100. We as a club have discussed, and we'll probably discuss again if Laura keeps having so much success with this race, whether we bite the bullet and we get the porta potties and we let more runners. But we'll see if the demand sustains over
the
time.
demand's got to get there, and
Yeah.
then the other question I got asked was making it a USATF race,
So
which I know adds a whole level of complexity.
I've talked to Jean about that, and Jean says we already have a USATF race. So I said, hey, if you need another short distance race,
We got it.
consider us. And he said, you guys, so like they kind of try to divvy out the, you know, more
Right.
behind the curtains, divvy out the USATF races to the different clubs, you know, so like Excelsior has Star City and
Okay.
Pama Kids has whatever they have. Actually, they don't have a trail race, but they have some aid stations and stuff like that. So he tries to distribute that stuff. So he didn't want to give Quicksilver to USATF.
Makes sense.
To USATF.
And the
races.
starting is it Mockingbird or Hacienda?
Starts at Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. Okay.
Yep, and you start at Verl Norton. See it.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is a really
You get a half-mile warm-up.
you do get a warm up.
You get the hard part out of the way.
Yeah,
You do.
In the first 5K.
there's something to be said for
Get
that.
there.
Yes,
totally true.
yes.
That's totally
Yes.
true.
And you come out and beat the kids, you know, or compete with the kids and see how you do. But yeah, it's a beautiful course. It hits
I
a
always
little bit
just
of
say
everything.
I didn't want to beat the kids, but there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Yeah,
Just-
like, I took it easy.
The half marathon is a great course as well. You get to go almost the other end of the park over to the Maccabee side, and
Nice.
you get to hit Providencia.
There's porta potties over there, by the way.
Yeah, you don't go all the way over
But if you needed to,
if you have to.
If you had to.
If you want to run an extra mile and a half or 3 mile total.
if it's an emergency,
Yes.
you do it.
But yeah, October 25th. So
Very, very
sign
cool.
up, join us, sign up to volunteer.
One more thing, kind of on that note, we do have a trail work day coming up 2 weeks before that, which would be October 11th. We're going to meet at our usual spot, Webb Canyon. Trail work is 8 to noon.
That's where all the tools are.
Yep.
Webb Canyon.
Clear off all that poison oak.
Sort of a requirement if you're in the class of trying to get your Quicksilver Western States qualifying
Designated
tickets
runner.
Yep.
You got to
in
do
the
some trail work.
lottery.
You got to do
yeah,
some trail work.
Gotta do trail work. So be sure they should make the trail challenge also part of it. You do trail work or trail challenge.
Trail work it started out as Western States
Required.
requirement. So we weren't we couldn't fudge on
I'm
that.
just
So.
trying to add people.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
But we also take high schoolers too.
But on those notes, like, you know, that generally volunteer drawings, tickets are equated with volunteer hours. So it doesn't matter if it's trail work or anything else. Go get 4 hours of volunteer work and get yourself an extra ticket.
and it's good to keep the trails maintained at Quicksilver, no matter what.
Yep.
That's why I usually go when I can.
But yeah, the two areas we need volunteers are the aid stations.
Okay.
So if you
Those are the funnest jobs.
They're the funnest jobs.
Generally
We
the funnest
volunteer
jobs,
them,
'cause
come
you
through,
see
get them
your
snacks,
runners.
you get to feed them, and
And where are the aid stations?
so one is going to be at Cape Horn, the junction of Cape Horn Pass
Mhm.
and Mine Hill, and then the other one is at the bottom of Prospect on Randall. So Randall and Prospect.
Yep.
Okay. Isn't there a picnic table there? I think I
There
did that.
was. They got
Oh,
rid
they
of the
moved
picnic
it?
table, and now
They
it's
moved
a
it
bench.
somewhere else. Oh,
Now it's a bench.
Okay.
Yep. So we will have to bring a table up there.
Okay, so like I know we were kind of wrapping things up, but I'm going to jump back to the middle. What's your favorite part of the park?
I gotta say New Almond Trail, which I know is what the club maintains, but I'm an everything in moderation kind of girl, so I love it. It's not too steep up, not too steep down. You just
it's like the sweetest single track trail in the South Bay. Like it's hella flowy. Like
it has
views in certain areas. It's
sneaky cumulative fatigue of
Yeah.
New Almond Trail. When you're done with it, you're like, oh, why am I so tired? That was just like a little bit of rollers, but yeah that will catch up to you.
And all sorts of terrain. You've got the deep
meadows and
and the creeks running in the winter time. It's just, and then you get out in the open meadows and
So I think all of you guys know New Almond Trail because it is kind of a South Bay gem. But if you don't, like,
check it out.
Go do it. Yeah, go do it.
But 6 miles point to point, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It'd be that would be like a fun cross country 10K, but you'd have to figure out how to get everybody back.
I know, and actually I've been trying to think of how to do it.
Because a straight line run would be that would be fun.
I would love to do that with the kids group.
Tough to pass on that trail.
Yeah.
It's all single track basically.
Yeah. So my limited allergy to poison oak would come in my favor because I could go running off in the bushes.
I haven't got poison oak yet ever, so I think I'm immune.
Yeah.
But I would test it.
The 10K and half marathon finish on New Almond Trail.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So come do the race and you can check out the favorite trail.
All right.
All right. What else we got coming up?
So
Quad Dipsy.
Quad Dipsy.
You and I are both doing it.
Both doing it.
It's sold out, but you can still jump on the wait list.
And I think your chances are decent. I should have taken another look at the wait list, but I think we're far enough out. There might be some movement. But yeah, check that out first. And there's another local classic coming up.
Hunter S. Thompson, Fear and Loathing, 50K, 50 miler. It also says it's sold out, but it's a fat ass, so show up and run.
Yeah, they don't. There's no bibs. There's no entry fee. So the fact that it's sold out is just kind of a formality.
By the way, I know I did air quotes just a minute ago, and I just watched college football yesterday and the TCU Horned Frogs, and this is what they're doing.
They're the Horned Frogs. These are the Horned Frogs?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Horned Frogs. Okay. Isn't that bizarre? Anyway.
So Hunter S. Thompson, the 50 mile roughly runs 49 mile scenic drive in San Francisco. That's a lot of pavement, but that is an epic run. I mean, you what a tour of the city. You see all of the city and all of the iconic parts of the city. They also have a part that cuts off kind of the Ocean Street side and turns it into a 50K. I've never done the 50 miler. The 50K is awesome. So
I've done the 50K like 4 or 5 times. Yeah. And you get a patch.
Is this the one that has the Irish coffee somewhere else?
Yeah.
Yes, you stop at the Buena Vista. Well, there's cake for the Rockets' birthday at Pussy Field.
Yeah.
And then you stop at the Buena Vista for an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
And then you start and finish at Twin Peaks.
Nice.
So it's epic run. Everyone should do it at least once.
Yes. And again, we are a trail running podcast, and there is like maybe 100 feet of trail during this run.
But it's got the trail
totally
views.
Awesome.
It's got
totally
awesome.
Views.
Yeah. Excellent. Well,
check that out.
Thanks for joining us on this
Laura, that was
version.
awesome. We sure do appreciate you.
Thank you. I loved it.
Thanks for joining.
So much fun.
And get out on the trails and get dirty.
Yeah, get out there. Here, one of these for you. All right.
All right.